The high price of looking rich. Today, we're diving into why looking rich is overrated. We see it all the time. Flashy cars, designer clothes, extravagant vacations on social media, but chasing that image often comes at a massive hidden cost. A cost that can keep you from ever becoming wealthy. My goal here is to help you see through the facade and focus on what truly matters for your financial future. Building real, sustainable wealth. So, if you're ready to get real about wealth, stick around because this is a conversation you can't afford to miss. So why do so many people feel this intense pressure to look rich? A big part of it is basic human psychology. For centuries, status has been linked to survival and success. We're wired to seek approval within our social groups, and material possessions have become a visible shorthand for that status. From a young age, we're bombarded with messages that equate wealth with happiness and worth. This creates a constant low-level anxiety for many, a feeling that they need to acquire more to be accepted or respected. Beyond external pressures, personal insecurities play a massive role, leading to a dangerous cycle of spending for temporary ego boosts. The relentless engine of comparison, amplified by social media, triggers feelings of inadequacy and a desire to project a similarly affluent image. Let's talk about lifestyle creep, where your spending rises to meet or exceed your income. You get a raise and think, I deserve to treat myself, but those treats become permanent fixtures in your budget. Each individual increase seems small and justifiable, but collectively they create a much higher baseline cost of living. The real danger is that it prevents you from building wealth, regardless of how much your income grows. You might be earning significantly more, but you're still living paycheck to paycheck. This creates golden handcuffs. You're trapped by your expenses, unable to take a lower-paying job or weather a financial emergency. It feels like you're running faster on a treadmill, working harder just to maintain the status quo. Let's get into one of the most destructive ways people try to look rich: going into debt for appearances. Credit cards, personal loans, and car financing create the illusion of affording a lifestyle beyond your means. The instant gratification of swiping a card for that designer bag or fancy dinner is tempting, but the piper always has to be paid. We're talking about consumer debt taken on to acquire depreciating assets or fleeting experiences solely for impressing others. The true cost of this debt is staggering, with crippling interest charges that can double or triple the original cost. Beyond the financial drain, there's immense stress and anxiety that comes with being in debt. Ultimately, trying to maintain a facade of wealth through debt is a fast track to financial ruin. Social media has poured gasoline on the fire when it comes to the pressure to look rich. Platforms like Instagram and TikTok have become highlight reels of glamorous, affluent lives. Influencer culture showcases high-consumption lifestyles, often sponsored or staged, creating unrealistic expectations. This constant exposure fosters a culture of comparison, leading to FOMO and anxiety about not keeping up. The real danger is when people emulate these curated lifestyles, going into debt for the sake of social media posts. It's a common misconception that a high income means wealth. You can have a fantastic salary and still be broke, living paycheck to paycheck. Lifestyle creep is a major culprit, with spending rising in lockstep with income. Poor money management and the pressures of maintaining a certain image also play a role. Financial literacy is a separate skill set that needs to be developed regardless of your salary. What truly matters is how much of your income you keep and how effectively you invest it. A high income can accelerate your path to wealth, but only if managed with intention and a focus on building assets. There's a fundamental difference between renting the appearance of wealth and owning real assets. Renting wealth means temporarily accessing symbols of affluence without long-term ownership. The appeal is understandable, lower upfront costs and flexibility, but it builds zero equity. Every dollar spent on leasing or renting is a dollar gone forever, pure consumption. Contrast this with owning wealth, prioritizing income-producing or appreciating assets. True wealth is built through real estate, stocks, bonds, and businesses that grow your net worth. It might not be as glamorous, but it leads to genuine financial security and freedom. If there's one concept that separates those who build lasting wealth, it's compound interest. Compound interest is earning returns on your initial investment and accumulated interest. It's like a snowball rolling downhill, growing exponentially over time. Starting to save and invest early even with small amounts is crucial. Contrast this with spending on depreciating assets like fancy cars or designer clothes. One path leads to your money working for you, the other leads to you working for your things. Shift your mindset to patient accumulation, driven by the goal of financial independence. The pursuit of looking rich often stems from a lack of financial education. Outward focus on image management masks an internal lack of understanding about money. Financial education empowers you to make informed decisions and prioritize long-term health. There are countless resources available: books, podcasts, YouTube channels, and financial advisors. The ultimate payoff is financial independence, peace of mind, and the freedom to live on your terms. True wealth is about having options, security, and a solid financial foundation. Looking rich might seem appealing, but true wealth comes from smart financial decisions and education. The key takeaway is that energy spent on crafting an image is better invested in building actual assets. Chasing appearances leads to stress, debt, and feeling trapped. The real path to financial well-being is understanding your finances, living below your means, and investing wisely. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and comment. What's the biggest financial trap you've seen people fall into when trying to look rich? I'd love to hear from you.